Okay, Brian, I'm going to pitch you a softball here. Okay. This is the softball, no hard balls to close out the segment. So a lot of investors think of biotech stocks as highly risky, and many of them are, of course. But Brian, if you had to pick the one biotech stock that you think offers the best risk reward proposition for investors to buy right now, which stock would it be?
Can I give you two? Can I
Sure.
make it
Hey, it's a
even more
softball.
soft?
Yeah,
Can I make it even more
hit it
softball?
twice. Hit it twice.
Yeah, because these are the last two biotechs that I purchased, and I purchased them on the same day, like last week. So Reata Pharmaceuticals was one of them. Ticker there's RETA. This is definitely a valuation play. The market cap is $4 billion. It's trading well off its 52-week high. The company has one drug that can treat multiple different types of kidney diseases. It's under FDA review for one type of kidney disease called Alport syndrome, and then it's being tested in 5 other indications. And then it also has a drug for Friedreich's ataxia, which is a fairly rare disease, and it plans to file for that drug in the first quarter of next year. So 2 drugs that could go from 0 drugs to 2 drugs fairly quickly, and a market cap of $4 billion seems completely reasonable there. At sort of the other end of the spectrum, Twist Biosciences. The company synthesizes DNA for researchers. It has a market cap of 5.6 billion, so slightly larger than Reata. But trailing 12-month sales are only $126 million. If the drug, if it's a drug company, we'd really question that valuation. The price to sales ratio is 42.5. But the allure of Twist, and the reason why I like it for the long term, is that they can do they can synthesize DNA very cheaply compared to all of its competitors, and that can accomplish quite a few different things. One thing they're doing is the company's creating antibody libraries. So they synthesize the DNA, and then from the DNA they make the antibodies, and that has potential upside. It's a little hard to value the potential, but it sounds like they're going to create the antibodies and then out license the drugs. So it has potential to make quite a large pipeline, and then whether that pipeline will turn into actual revenue down the line is certainly a more risky proposition. And then the real long-term potential is to use DNA to actually record data. So DNA is 4 different base pairs, and so you can use just like data is one, it's a 0 or a 1. You got a 1, 2, 3, or 4 now, and you can use it to store it, theoretically do long-term storage of data that you don't need to access all the time, but you need to have a long-term record of it. This is definitely a David Gardner rule breaker type investment. It's a sort of a moonshot, but I like the prospects for Twist Biosciences.
All right, you heard it from Brian, Reata and Twist. So keep your eyes on those 2 stocks.